Hello everyone, and today we are back with another Loomian Legacy PvP video, and in this video we are finally returning to Loomian Legacy showcases. We are showcasing Danuki. Danuki is a brand new simple type Loomian that was added in Luminity Park, and I am running a robust clever set with the health amulet as my item, and I'm running the handy ability, meaning I'm going to be having handy provokes and handy rejuvenates. This Loomian is super duper annoying, but I wanted to make a different set because everyone is using a Nemar, which lowers the opposing Loomian's melee attack, and then it just spams Rejuvenate. I'm going to try Emulate, and I'm going to see what it can do. My plan is to try to go after Suicide Leads, provoke them, and then Emulate into them, and then place barbs on their side. And then my final move is Haro. That's in case if I get provoked myself, I have an attacking move, and this can hit the Brawler and Mine types that hit Danuki super effectively. The TP's 168 in the HP puts us at 209 for the health amulet, 8 in the energy puts us at 260, 84 in the melee defense is leftovers, 200 in the range defense just to increase my bulk as much as I can, and 40 in the speed is to outspeed handy Imperiors with no speed. So that's why I have 40 into the speed. This could also potentially outspeed other Danukis as well. So yeah, I'm running the handy ability. We're going to see how this goes. The team I have around it, I have Gargolem Defense to place hazards. I got Luminami, the pivot Danuki in. I got Landtorch and Servalin. They're just really good together. I got Tata with specialty boots to outspeed and late game clean something. And I needed to switch into Brawler and Mine types, so I added Vesperatu onto the team as well. But this is a ranged Vesperatu with Shade Shell. So this is going to be a very different Vesperatu set compared to the ones that I've used in the past. So, with that out of the way, let's see how Danuki does in battle. Battle number 1 with Danuki, and let's see what you have. I don't see a single Brawler and a single Mine type, so this is going to be very interesting. He has a Zulong, and a Landtorch, and a Helvantic. He has some very interesting Loomians. I think I could lead Danuki and try to do something here. If he leads Dokomori, this is very good. I'll bring Luminami because I can pivot. There are no Flash and Flea immunities. I don't have a switch into Zulong, especially if it's Chili Chomp, so I'm going to have to be very careful. Servalin also seems it can knock out everything, so that's pretty fun. Now, do I bring Tatab, Landtorch, or Vesperatu? I'm kind of not sure. I want to bring you, because you could outspeed this. I just don't know which one of these two are boots. I'm not sure if it's the Garlash, or if it's this guy. You're a better matchup for the Garlash, but you underspeed. You could outspeed the Zulong unless it's boots. But you're weak to Wildfire Landtorch, but you're also weak to Wildfire Landtorch, but you can at least 1v1 it, but I have Luminami. I think I'll bring Tatab. I think Tatab's the best bring. No, but he has a Helvantic. Oh, Helvantic's not that scary. He'll be fine. We'll lead with Danuki, and let's see who he leads with. He'll lead with Daludrix to set up the rain. Okay. This, I don't know how to play this. I could try to emulate it. I don't know. Do I just Haro it? I don't know. Because I have Handy Rejuvenate in the back. Or do I just provoke it to stop pivot? I think I'm just going to Haro it and see what it does. He switched into... I'm glad I didn't provoke then. And, okay, this is where the battle gets kind of rough. At least I Haroed. Oh, I could become him, actually. I don't think he has any setup moves. This guy does hit pretty hard. Oh, that is interesting, actually. Do I emulate? Yes, let's do it! Let's see what you have on Garlash. Let's see what you have on Garlash. Vicious Snap, how much? Does a lot of damage. I feel like he's a Specialty Gloves variant by the way he's playing, but let's see. Let's see what you have. Oh, you are 100% Specialty Gloves. There's no way you're not. So, glad I did that. I'm going to go for the Mega Chomp for some damage. Oh, you're not Boots. Good to know. Could potentially get a flinch, but I don't. He instead went for a Mega Chomp, which does less than me, because again, I have a high health stat. So, this is perfect. He's pretty much is forced to switch. Otherwise, he's going to lose his Garlash. Okay, won the speed tie there. I'm going to go for another Mega Chomp. Not enough to catch the Yoko. I want to switch, because I want to save this for potential Rejuvenates later in the match. This is good, because I can go... Rain's going to end this turn. Does he really want to risk the speed tie? Luminami. I can Luminami, Flash and Flea out, and then see if I can pivot back into Danuki later. He really wanted to try that. I don't know why, because look how much that does. It does nothing. So, I'm going to Flash and Flay to get a little momentum. Bye-bye, Garlash. Unless he flinch me, bye-bye, Garlash. And then I go back to Danuki and get some HP back. So, yeah. Not a terrible start. I was able to get some work out of it. I was actually able to click the haha emulate move. I'm going to go Danuki so I can prevent Dokamore from coming in. And if I have a good matchup, I can click Rejuvenate. Handy Rejuvenate while at it. So yeah, this is pretty good for me. That's why I have Luminami on the team, because it's just very easy to have pivot. He went into Helvantic, meaning I know exactly who I'm going into. I'm not even going to think about it at all. I'm going to go into Gargolem, and I'm going to try to place Hazards up and make his team, and kind of screw up his team if I can. My friend the Gnarly Gash, because, yep, I mean, that is his best play. I'll go for a Icicle Traps. I'll go for an Icicle Traps. See what he does next. He might just stay in an attack. Nope, he doesn't. I get free hazards. Back into Doku. Doku comes in. So the Dokamori comes into hazards. I can go for a layer of barbs myself. If he places Icicle Traps, I'll Mudslide them. He does place Icicle Traps, meaning I'll Mudslide them. So, yeah. I don't remember him having an air type, so yeah, let's do that. Let's get rid of him. He's going to Baffle out. No more of those. And yeah. You Baffle out, that's fine. I got hazards up. That did not help you at all. And now I got Icicle Traps for Doku, making it a lot harder for him to do anything. Forced to go Deludrix. It's a forced play. Danuki could be... No, Danuki definitely does not outspeed it. And I am too low. Yeah, this Deludrix is going to be kind of tough. I mean, Luminami can come in once, but that's kind of it, really. I could go Tatub. Yeah, I'll go Tatub. This is so risky, because if he goes for the Jetstream predicting Tatub coming in, I could be screwed. Nope, he went for the Douse, which will do a lot of damage still, but I was able to at least get Tatub on the field, and since this is rain, I actually heal a little HP back. I'm going to go for the Temper Thrash so he can't switch. He just stayed in. Goodbye. Goodbye, Deludrix. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And now the rain heals my Tatub, and I can save Tatub for later, which is good. Yeah, it's not doing too much because my HP isn't very ideal, but that's fine. He's pretty much is forced to go Doku. He's pretty much is forced to go Doku here. Okay, no, he goes Land Torch for the Wildfire boost. Fair. He goes for the Wildfire boost on Land Torch. But look at that. Every time he switches in, he's going to take damage from hazards. And if he burns up, he's not going to do anything. So this is really good. If I can get rid of Wildfire Land Torch, I'll be in a very good position. He just Fire Breath. That's not a good play on his part. I'll go for the Flash and Flee pivot. Oh, he's a do or die variant. Good. Good to know. He's do or die. Meaning he will take a lot of damage every time something comes in. Awesome. Dokamori's coming back in. And I can provoke the Icicle Traps or the Baffle. Meaning that we are in a pretty good position here. Danuki is not only going to get some HP back because of passive energy regen, but I can go for the... Provoke here. There's no reason why I don't Provoke here. Yep, there's no reason why I don't Provoke here. Yep, I'm going to go for the Provoke. Provoke coming right up. No more Baffling. No more Icicle Traps. He did go for Baneful, which didn't do that much. And now we just be annoying. Now we just be annoying now. Handy Rejuvenate. Not that it really matters on Doku that much, but, you know. Handy Rejuvenate is kind of funny. So, Handy Rejuvenate again. Get back to full health. Oh, it's awesome. I love this. Yeah, now back to full health. Earthquake again. I can rest. I can rest now. Yep. He is calmed down, but he doesn't have enough for an Icicle Traps. He could Baffle out, but I don't care about that. Rest! This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Yes, Dokamori is in trouble. He rested. I'll go for the Haro this turn. Yeah, I kind of just want to hit this. Yeah, he only has 3 left, so I'll just Haro. I don't even care if he places Icicle Traps. Hazards are up. Spine Break is up, but that's okay. I can have Mudslide, so it's no big deal. He does go for another Earthquake. He's dead in the next turn. He knows that I have Haro now. We'll just go for another Haro and say goodbye to the Dokumore. Bye-bye, bye Doku. It lived. Wow, I'm shocked that it actually lived that. If he baffles out, though, he's dead. He places icicle traps to prevent the other guy coming in. Okay, not ideal. This isn't an ideal situation. Go for another Haro. And say goodbye to Doku. Hazards are still up. If he goes Land Torch, I am just going to... I'll just do the other move. I'll just emulate into Land Torch. Okay, he went Helvantic. Okay, I didn't want him to do that, actually. Okay, honestly, I kind of didn't want him to do that. I mean, I could switch out and then Mudslide, so yeah, I could do that. So, yeah, I could sack our Golem. I'm willing to sack our Golem here, because I can actually 1v1 the rest of his team with Servalan and the other guy. So, yeah, this is fine. Thunder Crash. Oh, he sold. He sold. He sold. Mudslide. He sold. He sold. Melee defense fall doesn't matter at this point. There's the Mudslide. No more hazards. Awesome. Now, Servalan is looking very good in the late game. But that's not fun. I wanna do something else funny. So yeah, he's gonna go for the Primal Slash. I think he's trying to predict something, but that's fine. I can now go for... Okay, he's aggressive. Okay, we're not taking any risks then. We're just gonna go for the... We're just gonna go for the Servalan play and let Servalan absolutely nuke the heck out of this Helvantic. So, bye-bye, buddy. Bye-bye, buddy. That was a good showing from Danuki. I was able to get a KO. I was able to prevent hazards going up for most of the battle. And I was able to showcase why Handy Rejuvenate might not be a great idea. So, he's gonna go into Land Torch here. What I want to do is I want to try to get my other guy on the field if I can. Although, I outspeed my Torch, so I just, you know, I just adapt it, but I think that just cleans it up. Because I now know that you are Wildfire, so I can kind of just do that to my advantage. I might just KO. Yep, it KOs on the spot. Let's head into battle number 2. Battle number 2 with Danuki, and let's see what you have. There's a Geklo on this team. Well, this battle's already kind of weird, because he has a Geklo and he has a Ursul. I'm going to lead Danuki, and I want to see if I can catch the Ursul. Either that or I can emulate into Luminami, one of the two. Yeah, this is a weird team. I don't know how to feel about this one. I'll bring all my fast things. Oh no, I want to bring you for Ursul, Geklo. I don't know if this is an actual PvP team, or if this is actually just off meta. I can't tell. I don't think Luminami's the best in this, but I can't really hit Crackalola at all. So, yeah, that's not ideal. I mean, I could emulate into it. Vesperado has Airblade. Oh, yeah. I like Servalan, though. I guess I'll leave Tata behind. Yeah, let's leave Tata behind. Yeah, we'll leave Tata behind. Maybe that's not such a great idea, but we'll be fine. He's not going to bring Hunder. He leads Luminami on Danuki. I don't know how to feel about this one. I mean, we could emulate it. This is actually kind of a tough lead. I kind of don't know what to do here. Do I just become his Luma? You know what? Let's be his Luma and see what happens. So, I'm going to try to become his Luma. Let's see what his moves are. Be fair, you can just use Danuki as a scout if you want. He has Flash Pulse, which missed. So what moves do you have on this? Okay, you're not TP trained. This is a forfeit. Let's head into the next battle. Alright, we're into the real battle number 2. And hopefully this team is TP trained. And it is. Unfortunately, there is a Eclipse. So that is not ideal. There are no hazard setters. There are no hazard setters on this team, so that's kind of unfortunate. I mean, I can still use this decently. Like, I can emulate into Glacidia and then maybe go for a Draco Beam or something. I'll bring you and you. This Vesperatu physically can't touch the Eclipse, and he's going to 100% bring it. Although Vesperatu's not good for his team, so yeah, I'm not bringing it. I'll bring you, though, on the other hand. Although I've got to watch out for that Eclipse. I need to prevent his Eclipse from coming into the game. Tatab hits hard, but it cannot catch an Oko. Land Torch can Wildfire, and Wildfire Land Torch does look good here. I don't want to replace Luma, though. But Luma does actually look kind of bad in this battle, even with the... Although I kind of need it for the Land Torch is the problem. Again, and I can always emulate into that, too. No Tatab is brutal. Not really. I would rather bring Land Torch over Tatab. Even though Tatab can get a lot of damage off, Land Torch, I think, just does better in this matchup. So yeah, this will be what I do. He'll lead with the Protogon. Protogon will, unfortunately, get a melee attack increase, which is not good. That is indeed not good. That's not good for me, because I think he could actually catch an Oko no matter what. So I'm just going to go into Gargolem. He's going to Dart Burst to try to break. Like, he could predict me to emulate. Okay, not the best start for me. That's not great for me. Not the best start. I at least do block the Zip Zap. And I'm going to place Barbs early and see if he has the Eclipse. If he has the Eclipse, he's going into it right now. Either that, or he's predicting me the Driving's Force, so maybe not. So, I'm placing Barbs, because if I can get Barbs up, it'll make it harder for Eclipse later in the game. That Eclipse is going to be hard. I don't know how I'm going to beat that Eclipse. Especially after a Scapegoat, not sure how I'm going to beat it. Oh, he went Lachette! Okay, he went Lachette. I did not think he was going to do that. I'll take that, because I got a layer of Barbs up, and I can switch. I don't necessarily have a good melee tank, but, I mean, I could go Luma. Problem is, Luminami is just free to Eclipse food, is the problem. This might be a good time to go into the Danuki. Yeah, I think this is a good time to go into this guy. We'll go for the Ice Hammer, which will deal a decent chunk, but not that much. Because, as you can see, that really didn't do that much. I want to emulate something else coming in, honestly. I could provoke the Stop Lachette from doing what it does best. But I'd rather emulate and see if I can predict the switch. He does stay in. So I get to see what his moveset is. That is a little unfortunate. Hey, I petrified him. Not that it really matters. Slap down to get rid of my item. That sucks. And now he can Ice Hammer me. I'm going to have to switch. Okay, he has 4 moves. So he has 4 attacking moves, meaning that his Lachette eventually goes down to something. Okay. Good knowledge. Great knowledge going Luma. Great knowledge going Luma. Good to know. Great to know. Great knowledge. Not taking a Ice Hammer in the face. And I'm going to Frost Beam you for some extra damage. So he has just 4 attacking moves. So is he a Cuffs Lachette? Is he a Cuffs variant? My restrictive armor's gone, but that's no big deal. I get a Frost Beam off on the Lachette. The Lachette's going to stay chip. Alright. Oh, it is Health Amulet. Timber Thrash recoils itself, so... I'm going to do it. Okay, so he's not that. He's forced to switch. I forced to switch here. Either that or he recoils himself, so no more Lachette. Luminami can get switched, saving it. And hope he doesn't have an Eclipse. That's the big thing. Hope he doesn't have an Eclipse. And if he has an Eclipse, hope I can emulate on it while a Scapegoat is up. If he goes into Proto, I go back our Golem. And then I just spam Driving's Force and hope I can catch that Eclipse every single time before it Scapegoats. Yeah, this isn't ideal. That Eclipse is that bad against my team. Thank God he went Proto. Woo! Thank God he went Proto. I can save Luminami for later. Gets ranged attack increase yet again, but, I mean, I don't really have much options. Danuki can't switch in. Nothing can really switch in, and Luminami is too low. I'll switch out, go into Gargolem, and then I just spam Driving's Force. He's gonna Dart Burst or Metal Blast this time. Yep, goes for the Metal Blast this time. That's fine. That does a decent chunk, but not that much. Go for the Driving's Force this time because I don't want that Eclipse coming in. Instead, he stays in, gets procs my Milkshake, force the Protogon out, and let's see who comes in. I hope it's not Eclipse this turn. At least Protogon takes a little bit of chip. Oh no. Okay, it's Helvantic. Woo! It's Helvantic. It's not the other guy. It's not Eclipse. Woo! It's not Eclipse. Thank God it's not Eclipse. Thank God it's not Eclipse. Yeah, my whole team's weak to Eclipse. I mean, Servalan can maybe live 1 hit from it if it doesn't set up. But it's just still not very ideal. He just stayed in and clicked Gnarly. Didn't do that much, though, so I'm going to get that up. And I'll force the Driving's Force again, honestly. Driving's Force again, it'll do more than Mudslide because of the hazards being up. Boom. Get Driving's Force. I can go Danuki later in the fight. I just want to see if he has that Eclipse product gone. I didn't want him now. At least this time, he only gets a melee increase, meaning that he isn't going to be as effective as usual. Meaning, can I save this if I go Danuki now? I don't know. I don't want to lose Helvantic, because otherwise I'll be zip-zap bait. Can Danuki live a Metal Blast? Trust the process. When in doubt, trust the process. I actually have max bulk on the range side, so I feel pretty good I could live one. Oh my god, it did nothing. And then I just do this now. Ah! 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 You're gonna get walled! You're gonna get walled! Thunderstrike ain't helping you. You're gonna get paralyzed, but that doesn't matter. Oh my god, this is amazing. And then once he runs out of energy, I'm gonna go for the other move. I'm gonna go for the Emulate and see if I can do something. I'm not gonna do... Okay, I'm not gonna Emulate yet, because he's Thunderstriking. But my goodness, this is perfect. I'm gonna go for a wait now. Yeah, I'm gonna wait now. I'm gonna wait now. I want energy. Energy's important. Thunderstrike again. He's enough for one more. Got a crit that time, so yeah, I'm gonna Rejuvenate now. Rejuvenate, and then I'll attack it again. I can actually 1v1 this Protogon. This is awesome. I can actually 1v1 this. I'm not emulating because it keeps clicking Thunderstrike, so it's not worth it. This does not do much damage. This is basically just there to, you know, just eat up hits. He's just staying in. I'm now going to start hitting it. So there is a Haro. That's another one more hit and it's gone. I'll go for another wait. Yeah, he can't stay alive anymore. This is perfect. Like, I know I'm playing the slow game with this, but I kind of have to. You kind of have to play the slow game with this. Rejuvenate again. This is so annoying. This Danuki is so annoying, and I love it. Alright. Alright. Paralyzed does suck, but you know what? No big deal. I could still emulate into something else, so it's no big deal. I can just go for another Haro, defeat the Protogon, and if he goes to Eclipse, I'm emulating into the Eclipse. Alright. I'm going to try to emulate into the Eclipse. Although I am almost out of energy. But the Protogon has been walled. Land Torch now comes in. And I can't really do anything because I'm paralyzed, so I'm going to have to switch. And Luminami is not looking so hot. Fortunately, Luminami ain't looking so hot, and I actually underspeed Land Torch. So Gargolem's going to have to get sacked here. I'm going to have to sack Gargolem. I'm too low. I'm unfortunately a little too low. He could burn up, which he doesn't. He just flared. That's fine. I'm going to go for the display. And I just Wave Wrecker here, because if he goes for Eclipse now, I just want to hit it. If he does still have that Eclipse, I could at least hit it. Oh, just Final Ruse. You know what? That's actually not terrible. Even if I don't get the KO, this is fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine, because that just sets up for... That gets Luminami off the field, which is perfectly good, because I can now go Servland, and Servland wins from here. Servland and Land Torch can just clean up from here. Because he has a Helvantic at no HP. And I knew he had the Eclipse! I knew you were waiting forever for that Eclipse. You were waiting forever for that. So, take a Vengeance Boosted Servland hit, buddy. Take a Vengeance Boosted Servland hit. Oh, wait. You can't. Boy, you love to see it. You love to see it. That was probably his worst play, because I got Servland on the field. And I still have Danuki alive in the back. There's nothing he can really do about it anymore. And I have 3 offensive Loomians. But yeah, that Danuki walling that Protogon was perfect. I still haven't used it the way I want it, though, yet. I still haven't used it. I want to use it on a hazard lead if I can. If I want to find a hazard lead, provoke the hazard lead, and then emulate into it. That's what I want to try to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it work, but that's what I want to do. Let's get rid of this Helvantic, and that will be another win for the Danuki. Let's head into battle number 3. Battle number 3 with Danuki, and let's see what you have. You have an Bolt, so I have no idea how this battle is going to go. You have a Mimas, so... What actually happens if I emulate with one of those guys? Like, This is such an interesting battle. I have no idea what to expect from this. Vesperato's kind of a must bring, even though it's not really good against anything else, but it could probably swap into the Mutagon okay. You're good because I can adaptive once I get rid of the Tyrex. And I want to bring you... I really want Hazards. It definitely looks like some sort of Thunderstorm team. Kind of like a half Thunderstorm team. That's what it kind of looks like. I want to bring Tata, but I also want to bring Landtorch, and I also can't really beat Swolder. So I need Icicle Traps for the Swolder specifically. Good to know. I could bring Landtorch and try to hit it hard and then go into something else and Airblade it with Vesp. I could bring Tata for that. I just don't know what he's going to do is the problem. I just kind of don't know what the play is. I think I'm just going to lead off Danuki and just see what he does. And hope I get a good matchup. I hope I match up well to whoever comes in. He leads with Ombolt, which I don't... Okay, he is Thunder Summon. Good to know. So this is the Thunder Summon variant. I'm going to provoke you immediately and hope you don't... You have Redemptive Strike, which does nothing. Okay, so he Redemptive Strike turn 1. So, okay. Which, yeah, that has more priority than that, actually. I'm just going to Haro for damage. I hope you don't have Provoke. He switched into Mutagon? Hey! That's a lot of damage on Mutagon. Hopefully that's a 2-hit KO. Oh, do I outspeed the Pro... Would I outspeed? I don't want to take that risk. I'm switching. I'm switching into Vesperatu. I'm not taking that risk. Yeah. I could outspeed, but I have no speed investment, and he could be Nimble 200. He's Barter. He's Barter. You see? He was Boots! You see? He was Boots. Now I'm Boots. And this is a good Loomian to have Boots with. I'm going to Airblade the incoming Swolder swapping in, because he's not expecting this to be ranged. Of course it's Ombolt. Of course he goes into Ombolt this turn. Well, that sucks. Now he knows that I'm Airblade Vesperado, but I guess I could switch into Luma. But no, he's going to go Ica. I guess I could go Gargolem. If I go Gargolem, I could... I don't know. Dissipate into Mutagon again. If it's back into Mutagon, I just go back Vesperatu. And that's fine. I knew it! I knew he had something up his... I knew he had something up his... Again, I don't know what Dakota set this is. I don't know if this is melee or range. I don't know if it's a mixed variant. I kind of can't tell right off the bat. I just want ice. I just want barbs. If he's Soulburst Tsunami, I live. Okay, he is a ranged variant. Good to know he's range. He's a ranged variant, I can tell. So that means Adaptive is looking pretty good here. I wish I Driving's Forced, but it's not the end of the world. I could go Vesp and maybe try to flinch it. I think it dies, though, to any hit. And Danuki, it dies to any hit. I need a Vengeance-boosted Servalan hit. So I'm going to have to lose a Loomian here, and I don't know which one I want to lose. Is it worth losing Luma? Is it worth you... I don't know what's worth losing here. Oh, Driving's Force. He's going to go for Tsunami. Either that or he predicts Luma. If he tries to predict Luma, I'm alive, but he's not going to do that. There's no reason for him to predict Luma this play. I got to get rid of him with a Vengeance-boosted Servalan hit. I got to get rid of him with a Vengeance-boosted Servalan hit. That's the only thing I can really do at this point. Oh my god, it is... And I'm dead to that. I live because it's Gargolem Defense! Let's go! It's Gargolem Defense! Honestly, no clue how I lived that, but I'll take that. Let's see what else you have. Ica. You have Ica. Okay, good to know. I'm not in a good position for it, though. Although my Vesperatu will outspeed it because it is stuck with Specialty Boots. So that is something good. I'm going to place another layer of Barbs. I'm going to put pressure on his team. I might live a Fire Breath. I do live a Fire Breath. I'm going to keep Gargolem alive. Oh, do I keep Gargolem alive? I don't know. What do I play here? I'll go Luma this turn. This is so risky, but I'm doing it. I don't know what to do. I'm just trying to see. Okay, well, I know he's Energy Surge. Good to know. I know he's Energy Surge, so... Okay, good, I guess. I'll go, He's going to Thunder Strike now this turn. We sack our Golem. Okay, we just sack our Golem. And then we just go for Adaptive for damage. Okay. We made our play. You go down now. Okay, we're going to let you go down now. Okay. A Barb again. Yeah, he just KOs me right here. Okay. Alright. Alright. Our Golem is dead. And we still have everything at decently high HP. I can go for the Servalin play, and nothing can switch into the Servalin play. We'll go for the Adaptive Assault. I don't remember any Mesmerizing Loomians. Goodbye, Ikazune. So, goodbye, Ikazune. Now, Dakuda comes back in and claims a body. Because Electroblast is free. Or, Ombolt comes back in. Okay, Ombolt comes back in. And that sucks, because he's going to go into the... I'm going to Adaptive here and see if I can get some damage. Yeah, I'll get a little damage. For him, he tore down to get rid of hazards. Meaning I'm not looking good now going into the other guy. Meaning Electro Burst is kind of free. I'm going to go into Vesperatu then. Because if I go Vesperatu, I could potentially get a Dark Surge flinch. Yeah, he went to Kuda. Made the right play. He went... Oh, he went Mutagon, even better. Okay, he went Mutagon. Good. He went Mutagon, meaning I can go for the... Dark Surge and maybe get a flinch. Maybe get a flinch on the incoming Dakuda coming in. He goes back into Ombolt. He is running out of turns, so that is something. He is running out of turns. Is that a 2-hit KO? That is a 2-hit KO because of the crit. Okay. Yeah, and the Thunderstorms ended a turn, so I am willing to go for a Dark Surge and try to KO this Ombolt. Alright. Bye-bye, Ombolt. So only one more Loomian that could set up Thunderstorms. And one Dark Surge flinch could maybe be enough to break through Dakuda. And I don't think he ever catches an Oko. Maybe with Electro Burst Thunderstorm it can, but if I get a flinch, he's screwed. If not, one hit anyway, and he's screwed because Adaptive Assault Servalin. Didn't get flinch, and he has Gamma Pulse too, so yeah, great. Now I still don't have a swap in for the other guy. Okay. Well, I'm not looking good versus Mutagon now, but... I mean, I have Luma, so I can go Luma, and then I can pivot. So that's still a thing I can do. I'm not sure how I'm going to bring Danuki into the game. Considering he still has his big boy attack. Mutagon just gets sacked. Okay, Mutagon gets sacked. He's not allowing me to go into the other guy, which sucks. He's not allowing me to go into him. Well, I sack Loomian. Oh, okay, I know who you are then. Well, I know who you are then, so... You're my mask, because I can tell you're my mask, so let's just... crit ya and get rid of that facade. You go for a slap down to get rid of an item. No specialty gloves. Okay. I think we're okay, though. We go for an adaptive here for damage. Adaptive for damage. It could be enough to KO me on the spot if I'm not careful. Do I just hit the Dakuda with the Danuki? I think I let Luminami go down here because Luminami's not worth saving. Yeah, Luminami's not worth saving. And then I could Soul Burst. I could... Can I emulate into a Soul Burst? Bye-bye, Luma. You're dead. I want to go into Danuki. Actually, no. I don't Soul Burst. The reason why I don't emulate... No, I don't emulate. I just stay in. And I just try to break through Dakuda. I don't... Since he used his big move, I can go for a Haro and get it in range. I can get it in range. And I do outspeed Dakuda. He's going to energize, which is fine. That is fine that he did that, because he can't heal any HP back. I could just emulate. Why not? Let's become you. Why not? I'm going to become you. Maybe I can get the outspeed and KO you on the spot. Yeah, if I outspeed you, you're dead, I think. Let's see. Please, give it to me. I got it! Is that it? Is that the game? Yes! I was able to use the Danuki! Let's go! Yeah, I'm happy that I used the Emulate set, but I didn't get to use it the way I wanted. There were no suicide leads today. There are no suicide leads. If they had one of those hazard leaders, I can go for Provoke and then Emulate into them, but unfortunately that did not happen. But still, I was still able to emulate pretty well. I think Emulate is a good move on it. So, yeah, Danuki is pretty solid and pretty annoying to face. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all all later. Bye-bye!